Hey everyone, Justin here. Welcome to this comic book haul video. This is going to be a big comic book haul, so I'm going to jump right into it after I talk for a little while. 2 weekends ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Spidey Fan. He came down for a work visit, and we met at a comic book store, and we had a good time chatting about comics as usual, and you know how different it is to be in Singapore versus the US. And yeah, really great guy. I was really very happy to have met him. And hey Spidey Fan, thanks for coming down. And hope to talk to you more, and hopefully one day either you come to Singapore and we'll catch up again, or you know, I'll go over to your side in the US, and if I ever happen to head over to that area. I was really bummed out by, so we were supposed to attend this comic book convention together, but I didn't have time. I'm a little bit bummed out right now because Frank Cho was there, Art Adams was there, David Finch was there, and a whole bunch of books that I really wanted them to sign, but just couldn't make it. So hopefully next year they'll be back. Hopefully. Anyway, so on to the haul. Now, I've never been much of a trade person, a trade paperback person, but recently I don't know why because I found books were really cheap, so I just thought I'd get it. And I guess I would get trades that I really enjoy the storyline or the artwork, and two, if it's of a previous print, I think those are a little bit more, they're worth a bit more, although trades are not worth anything in my opinion. Yeah, so starting with Uncanny X-Men Days of Future Past, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is an older cover, but I'm really happy with this book. It came in a really nice condition. It looks like it came off the rack. So yeah, it is one of the storylines that I really enjoy reading. Now apart from this storyline, an X-Men story arc that I would read over and over again is anything from Utopia to Messiah Complex to Second Coming to maybe just before A vs. X. I think that to me that was the best storyline that I've ever read from the X-Men. I would read it all over and over again. I'm gonna look for the trade for that, thinking about it. Anyway, so moving on, we have DC Universe, The Stories of Alan Moore. Now this trade collects all of Alan Moore's stories that he wrote for DC, of course. And what's so great about it is that it includes The Killing Joke and Superman, all the Superman stories he wrote, including the one that he teamed up with Swamp Thing, or there was a story with Swamp Thing. And this is an older edition. The new edition includes the Wildstorm stories that Alan Moore wrote for Wildstorm. So it's a bit thicker, but I'm okay with just getting this copy. Moving on, I have Wolverine. This is the one by Chris Claremont and Frank Miller, the trade. Reason why I bought it, because the cover just looks amazing. Look at the back. That is so cool. And it includes the cover, and it's in really great condition, which I got for a really good price. I think under $5 or $10, I can't remember already. Yeah. So the last trade I want to show you is Daredevil Visionaries, Frank Miller, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now, if there was a comic book story arc that I will never get tired of reading over and over again, it would be the early Frank Miller Daredevil stuff. It's just something that, you know, I will read through it one time, and a few months later I just go back to it and read it again. That and Born Again, you know, and the X-Men story I was telling you about. I don't know why I'm kind of I like old stuff. I like not old stuff, but I like rereading stuff that I'm familiar with and nostalgic about, and you know, this story arc is amazing. If you have not caught up to the Frank Miller stuff, I really highly recommend you do it. It's just amazing. Now this is just miscellaneous stuff. This is all from the same eBay seller that I usually get from, and I've split this into Marvel and DC, and I'm just going to show you the miscellaneous stuff first. So starting with, I have a run of Amazing Spider-Man that I bought, mostly the Venom stuff, if it had the Venom issues inside, because I just want to buy it and flip it. But Amazing Spider-Man 350, this is a newsstand version, and I grew up reading this copy over and over again. I think my copy that I have when I was a kid is well worn out, despite me trying to put it in protective sleeves and stuff. Strange Tales 2, the only reason why I bought it is because of the cover, just thought it looked kind of funny. A David Finch cover that I really wanted him to sign but just couldn't. New Avengers #1, really awesome cover. Yep. And I could be wrong, I forget why I pulled this out, but Daredevil #9, which features the first appearance of Echo. Who knows, she could be making an appearance in the next season of Daredevil or this current season. But you know, I think it's a good book to hold on to, because when you do run out of people to call, who knows who they might call next. Here's another great David Finch cover, Cable #1, which is a variant cover. Okay, so Cable, this series of Cable with Hope Summers, and where Bishop chases them all over time to kill her, because he thinks that Hope Summers is the mutant who causes the downfall of mutants in his timeline. It's a crazy storyline, and I recommend you highly check it out. Yeah, it kind of ties into Messiah Complex and Second Coming, but it's really good. You know, just read it, it's good. And Deadpool, which is a Scotty Young cover. I'm not really much of a Deadpool fan, but you know, this is really cute, so that's the only reason why I got it. Okay, moving along. V for Vendetta. This is #1, #2, #3, and #7. Yeah, so I don't know much about this story, and I'm just thinking maybe I should just watch the movie. Would you recommend that? Should I just watch the movie and then read the trade later on? But you know, like I said, I'm in some sort of Alan Moore kick, so I just want to try and complete this series at a good price. And then we have some Swamp Thing. This is number 30, 33, 41. Just cool covers. 43. This is a good cover, is 46 and 57. Okay, moving along. Saw a run of Michael Turner. It's actually Fallen Sun: The Death of Captain America, but this seller was selling the whole set, which included the variant covers and the regular covers. And you know, my strategy is to buy the whole run, so I get the covers I like. And usually, in terms of cost per comic, you end up paying much less for the covers that you want. Well, hopefully I'll be able to sell away the rest. But here's some of the awesome Michael Turner covers. Here, one. Here's another one. And so like I said, the only reason why I got the whole run, which I'm not going to show the regular covers, is really just because of the Michael Turner covers. This one is good. This is the regular cover, David Finch, not too bad. And this is I forget his name, Laniel Yu, not too bad. So yeah, some of the covers that I wouldn't mind keeping. This one, I'll admit, I went a bit crazy and I bought an early number run of 52, weeks 1 to 10, and the only reason why I bought 2 runs was just wanted to get this. They were going for a good decent price, so I thought, why not? This is the first appearance of Kate Kane, who later becomes Batwoman, or will appear as Batwoman in a later issue. And these books are heating up, and I just thought I'd just buy the books to flip, honestly. I got a run of Justice League. Only reason why I got it was because of 2 covers, namely number 0, which I don't have in my collection, and I don't know which print is this, but just an awesome, whatever number print this is, cover by Jim Lee. Then we got number 2, number 3, number 4, all the awesome Jim Lee covers, which you know, myself and Spidey fan were a big fan of. Some Neil Gaiman stuff, some early Sandman. This is number 2, number 3, number 6, and number 7. I mean, with the new Sandman series, who knows how much the original series will blow up, right? I got myself some Batman issues, and this one is cool. I'm trying to collect more early stuff, as you know. This is Batman number 252, and the condition is not too bad. There is a date stamp there, even cooler. It doesn't say which year it is though, but yeah, such an early issue and came in good condition, so why not? I think I would say about VF minus or even a fine plus. Just a issue of Batman. This is another one that I was really happy to get. This is Detective Comics number 380, and it's in really good condition. Like, I don't know what this line, whether this line is a defect or it's part of the curtain, or that looks like it's going to Batman's cape and cowl. But yeah, it looks like the book has been pressed, but it's in really solid condition. There's a bit of foxing, but inside is really white. Yeah, just very happy to get a book like this. Detective Comics number 572 with Sherlock Holmes on the cover. Just iconic cover. Got a few issues of Brightest Day, and the only reason why I got it was because of David Finch covers. You know, yeah, don't want to talk about it anymore. But David Finch cover. David Finch, and first appearance of White Lantern Batman. Part of the reason why I got this run as well. Right, moving along. This series. This is Superman Red Sun. This was number 1. So here's number 1, number 2, number 3. Maybe I should try to look for the trade. I went to borrow the trade from the public library and read it, and just realized how much I really loved the story so much that I went to look for it, try to get the single issues, and won it in an auction actually for a really good price. Yeah, and really happy to get an early copy of Spider-Man number 83. Oh, Alexa, cancel reminder. Sorry about that. So this is Amazing Spider-Man number 83. Awesome condition. I think to be conservative, I'll say it's a fine plus. But yeah, you know, I'm just really happy to get this issue. 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, first appearance of Madame Web. Only showing this run for 2 reasons. One is Mark Bagley is the best Spider-Man artist, and showing you some really great, awesome artwork. And of course, this run is leading up to Venom's appearance. 373, 374. Look at that, amazing. And of course, we all know what this issue is. 375. Got 2 copies of this, which I'm gonna sell and flip because I just got too many of these, and these are hot right now in Singapore at least. Okay, moving along. I got a run starting with Uncanny X-Men number 244, first appearance of Jubilee. Yep, I can't remember if I sold off all my copies, and I made a huge mistake a while back. I sold off a copy which I thought that I really didn't like. It had an overwrap and everything was in good condition. But what I didn't notice was the signature at the bottom of the page. That, yeah, I didn't even notice it at all because I was so bothered by the condition. And when the seller noticed it, he asked me, "Hey, is that the signature?" And I was like, yeah. And I didn't verify what the signature was, but I saw it later in the forum. He posted it in the forum and he asked if anybody knew whose signature it was, and it looks like it was Chris Claremont's signature. Of course it's unverified, but hey, wow, can't believe I actually let that go. Anyway, so 267, early appearance of Gambit, I think. And we have a few Jim Lee covers. The only reason why I got them is because some of the covers are worth collecting, and Jim Lee, that's all. So this is an iconic cover, amazing. I really like how Jim Lee draws Rogue, so that's amazing. Extinction Agenda, some of the better covers. from this storyline, from the Jim Lee covers. Look at it. Look at this one. You know, just look at the way it's drawn. This one here. Yeah, look at all the covers. I mean, all the covers are amazing. The artwork, it just pops. It just comes to life. Yeah. 274. Look at Rogue. Yeah. 275. 276. Yeah. Okay, so, and whenever I see this book for cheap, I'll try and get it. Uncanny X-Men and the Teen Titans, they had a team up. And I think this book came out in the 80s, right? Or the 70s, but the storyline has, I don't know how to describe it. It's got a wraparound, pretty cool. Very 70s, very 80s written. But what's significant about this book is, if I'm not wrong, is the first mention of the Source Wall. Yeah, you know, which Darkseid is hugely fascinated about and crazy about. Yeah, so last one in this book here, Phoenix the Untold Story, I think it's what the story would have been if Jim Shooter hadn't decided to resurrect Jean Grey. So just something to collect and to read just for fun. Vin Kruger showed this cover, and I was like, hey, I got the cover too. And I didn't know that Marvel did a vampire series, vampire themed cover series. Some of the covers he showed looked really interesting, and I think I'm gonna try and hunt down for some of them. But you know, the only reason why I got this is because Kitty Pryde and Colossus, and just an amazing cover. Yeah. Here's Avengers Arena number 14, just a really nice, awesome cover after Frank Miller. And managed to find a run of X-23. This is from her first mini-series. Her first mini-series after NYX. This is number 1, 2, number 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Yep, so that's all I have for my haul.